Well, hey there again, everybody, and welcome back to the mall series. As you see, we will be doing part 9, and we will continue on the interior of this mall. I hope that you all enjoy this series and build so far. If you do, please drop a like down below. Now let's get this started. Well, hey there again, everybody, and welcome back to the mall series. As you see, this will be part 9. Now, real quick, as we do this interior right over here, I want to tell you all, please remember, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Yours does not have to be exactly like mine. I'm showing you what I've done to mine and what I'm going to do to mine for inspiration. Yours does not have to be identical to mine. And also, if yours is off a block or two, that's totally fine. Just make it work. Alright, now this is a big enough space that you got a little bit of wiggle room, okay? So keep that in mind. I got a lot to go over in this video. A lot going on, and I have a lot that I've done off camera. Now, I'm not going to be doing each individual store tutorial. I showed you where all the stores are going to be at, and you could put in whatever stores that you want in this. Now I'll show you what I've put in and what I'm going to put in, and I'll go from there. So right here, this entrance here, over to the left, I have this play area for children. Alright, this is what mine turned out looking like. Right off of this balcony here, this is what it looks like here. I got these benches and tables here around it just for where the parents to sit at. Now remember, yours does not have to be identical to mine. I'm just showing you ideas and what I've done to mine. So here I've made an alligator. I know it looks derpy, but hey, it's play toys. You know, something for the kids to play on and get hurt, I guess. Here is a derpy snail. Alright. Just stuff for them to climb on and play, jungle gyms and, you know, stuff like that. So this is what I got here. Alright. Now right here, we need some support. So I put this beam here, and I'll have more beams throughout. This is the only one I've done so far. So right in here, in between that, which is right in here, that's where it's at. So I use the diorite and the diorite wall. So I'll put the diorite wall on this side, and this side I left blank. Put these flower pots here. Alright. I got some magazine holders, which this is just flower pots. Back side of this, I have the picture of the mall so far. Alright, now right over here we have the first store, which I chose for a tuxedo store. This store here I done myself. I had a couple others on here yesterday, and I'll show you what they did. So this is the one I did here, is a tuxedo store. Very simple, self-explanatory, nothing too special in here. You guys can pause it anytime needed if you want yours just like mine. Alright. Over here, just an office area behind the counter. Alright. Now it's going to be a little tricky on making the shelves look like there's stuff on them. But that's what I got here. Alright. Alright, now, over here in this open area, I put in this fountain. And as you see, the fountain actually works. I have a tutorial on how to do this. Very easy command. I got a command block up under there. I'll go ahead and link that down below in the description of this video. It's 8x8 on the water itself. Alright, this open area, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do to it. A lot of space to fill in. Alright, so I have all these stores. I have signs on each one where what I'm gonna put there. Very quickly up top here, I have signs all throughout here as well. We'll go over all of those. Now, I have a McDonald's right here. I did not do this McDonald's. My friend on the PS4, it's Gunshot is his player name. He did this for me. He's got a YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and link his channel down below in the description of this video as well. He's a good friend of mine, and he did a great job for what I had him to do. So this is where the McDonald's is here. Alright, you gotta have a McDonald's in a mall. There's not very many options here for restaurants, but you gotta have a McDonald's, and this is how his turned out for me. Alright, you got all the interior back here done, decked out. Alright, here I'm gonna be putting some sort of Italian or pizza place here. Over here I'm gonna be doing some sort of Japanese or Chinese. This Taco Bell I did myself. It's not done all the way. I just made the shell of it. I don't have the interior of it yet, but I'm going to be doing a Taco Bell right here. And lastly, right here, you gotta have a Subway. Alright. Not much to choose from, but it works. Alright. Up here will be the food court. All this will be filled in with tables and chairs and stuff like that. Alright. Now, real quick, down through this way, we have a building or a store right over there, and we'll get to that. My other friend did that, which is a pottery store. His name is Harry on the PS4. He did a good job on that as well. So right over here next to my tuxedo store, I'm going to call all these off and pause the video if you need to. Got a shoe store. Now some of these is going to be duplicates. You know, there's going to be more than one shoe store, more than one clothing store and jewelry place, because that's how malls are. So got a shoe store here, a candle store, a clothing store, Bath and Body Works, a Verizon or some sort of phone store. This is the pottery store that my friend Harry wanted to do, so this is what he done for me. Alright. I'm going to deck it out a little bit more in here and fill it up a little bit more, but this is what he's got so far in here. Alright. Next to that, Forever 21, GNC, which is a vitamin wellness store, a candy store, then we got the bathrooms here. Alright, now we got stores, not really a store, but things that's going to be out here in the middle We'll get to that after we get these sides over here. So this store in the end is going to be a Starbucks, Zales, which is a jewelry store, Payless, shoe store. Now remember, any of these, you don't have to have yours exactly like mine. You could switch up. I might switch some of mine around. I'm not sure quite yet. These are just ideas. Old Navy, a clothing store. Victoria's Secret. But yes, I'm going to keep as many of these as I can. Hats, like a hat store. And this bigger store in the bottom here is going to be a sports store. Alright, now up top here, and I haven't forgotten about the middle section at the bottom, I'll get to that. Now up top up here, let's start over here. So there's going to be stores there, right? So inside of here, this open area, I'm going to make this a Dillard's. Big clothing store. Remember, this is an opening, a doorway going in. This is going to be a bookstore. And then from this wall there, going to the right, is going to be a J.C. Penney. So all this right in here is going to be a J.C. Penney to here. Alright. And then this big section here is going to be an arcade. Big arcade gaming area. This is going to be AT&T, another phone store. FYE. Abercrombie and Finch, clothing store. A Nike store for shoes. Spencer's. American Eagle, clothing store. Urban Outfitters, another clothing store. And this one down here is Kids Foot Locker. This here is going to be a broiler room, or like a mechanical maintenance room up here. Alright. Over here I've started a Build-A-Bear workshop. I thought that was a great spot for one. They use blue, yellow, and red on the bear itself. Acacia stairs wrapped around. Pause it if needed there. I use birch wood, dark oak planks, a button there, and 2 black buttons for the eyes. And the upside down stairs with slabs on top, and then the trap doors on top of there. Now I have a tutorial on the banners. I'll go ahead and link that down below as well on the description of this video. You're going to need banners for all of these stores and shops. So check out that tutorial on my banners. Here I have, it's supposed to be a teddy bear or some sort of bear there. Got that on each side. Alright. Got the flooring in here. I used light gray terracotta and then a darker gray terracotta there. Inside of here is not all the way done. I still got to fill this in. But this is what I got so far. Got doors going in to the back shops on both sides. Alright. Up top here I just got some ventilation vents, sprinkler system. So I got these poles. I got this coming down like this with a button on it to look like a sprinkler head for a fire. Alright. So that turned out pretty cool. I'm still not done with it, but that's what it's going to be right there. Build-A-Bear. Alright, now on this side, this big spot here is, I changed the floor on this, okay? I used chisel quartz block for this big area there. And this is going to be a Macy's, a big clothing store, all the way to here, okay? That I just opened, there was 2 stores here, and I made it to 1 store. It's going to be a Macy's, big clothing store. This next here is a massage parlor. Here's Hot Topic. Because the flooring on here reminded me of Legos, this is going to be a Lego store. This is going to be a Ultra Beauty, like just a nail salon or a beauty store there. Alright. And then now let's go into the middle here. Right here I'm going to have a jewelry section. Now remember, all of this in the middle here is not going to be actual stores like closed in, okay? All of this in the middle is going to be freely open. None of it, there's not going to be no walls around this. If you ever been to a mall before, you'll know, like the big open area, you could walk right through this if you wanted to. There's no walls. There might be a counter or, behind the counter type deal, for the workers, but it's all open. There's nothing closed off. So this here is going to be a jewelry section. And there's going to be a lot of jewelry because that's how malls are. Shoe cleaning. So pretty much every time I go to the mall, there's always some guy standing here watching for people with dirty shoes and hey, let's try my product. Let me clean your shoes. Alright, now right over here we got a cinnamon bun area where they make cinnamon buns and stuff. Got a handbag area. Right here in the middle, I'm going to have some sort of support going down. I'm going to have supports going all the way down on both sides to support the ceiling to make it look more realistic. Here in the middle, I got a pretzel area where they make pretzels. This section here is a massage chairs and just a sitting area, people to rest their feet at. Here we have another jewelry area. We have a shirt place. So a lot of times in a mall they'll have like people where they can make custom shirts and stuff. That'll be there. Here we have another jewelry area. Here we have a cell phone supplies area. Alright, now on the restaurants, this is what I have here next to the McDonald's, this pizza place. I have the green, white, and red here for the Italian type flag here, the colors, and this is just what I got so far there. This is a Japanese, Chinese place. This is what I have here with the bamboo slabs and stairs and planks, just to kind of give it a little bit of a different type feel with that. And again, we got the Taco Bell, and here is the Subway. So I use the yellow, the greens, and if you need to, just go on Google image and type in restaurants inside of a mall, and you'll get some ideas there. I still got to put the Subway banners for here, but that's what I'll have here. So S-U-B and then W-A-Y there. Alright, so what we're going to do now, up here where we have this black area, I've done some measurements and we need to find the very middle. Now you guys can count for yourself, or you can use the structure block. That's what I use because it's kind of like a measuring tape. If you know how to use this, then what you're going to have to do, you see this blue line here, you're going to extend that blue line out. So place that down, or you can just count if you don't want to do this, but place this down right here on this very end here, and on that blue line you see I have 64. That'll extend that blue line all the way down. It can only go to 64, that's why I put 64, and it will end right here. And then I got another one right here, and that's extended down, and this blue line is on 39, and it comes to right there. You see it stops. See where it stops right there. So that's on 39, right? This here needs to be the middle point, because this one, the blue line, is 64, and it goes down, and then this one here, as you see, it stops there, right? So this one is 39 as well, which is the same on the other end, and it stops right here. Okay, that's where it stops. So what I'm going to do, you guys can either extend it by 1 or shorten it by 1. It's either or, it doesn't matter. You just need to have this your middle point. Again, you could use a structure block to do this, or you guys can just count. It just takes a long time to count. But this is going to be my middle point. You're going to need to find your middle point in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply shorten this just by 1 block. And how I'm going to do that is just take this, take that out there, take this one, take that out there, and now I'm just going to do the same shape, and this end here, or this is going to end up being right here. Is this going to go in by 1 block, or you guys can come out a block. Either or, it just needs to be an odd number. That way we have a middle point. So go ahead and do that. Alright, now easy enough. I just shortened mine in just 1 block. That way I have a middle point right here. Again, guys, you could extend it by 1 or go in by 1, just so that you have a middle point right there. So once you've got your middle point, just mark it with a block like I have here. Right now, with you having this yellow block here, or a block that you put here for the middle, you're going to count from here. Again, I'm going to use a structure block. So for that blue line, I'm going to put 30. So that blue line, you set blue line there, it's going to go 30 blocks in this direction. Again, that's just my measuring tape, and it will end right here. So I'm going to put this red block right there, okay? And then I'm going to count anywhere I have this, it's going to be 30 blocks. So again, in 30 blocks on that side, and I'm going to have a red block here, and then another 30 there, and it should end right here. Alright, now I'm going to do that same thing on the left side as well. So I'm going to count that direction, 30 blocks, and I'm going to put a red block, and then I'm going to count another 30. You should have a total of 3 red blocks on the right and 3 red blocks on the left. Alright, now you should have your middle point, which mine is that yellow, and again 3 red on the right, 3 red on the left. Now right down here on my very first red one, I have, counting this, going this way on the edge of this black, I have 10 blocks there, okay? So just make sure that you guys have 10 blocks there. If you don't, just make it 10, and then you have this shape here. Remember, you got 7, 3, 1, 1, 3, and then 7 there. Alright? Now the same thing on this other end down here. On this very last red one, you're also going to have those 10 blocks there. So again, if you don't have, starting here, going across, if you don't have 10 blocks right there, make it 10, and then you'll have the same shape. Alright, now right here in the middle where we have this yellow marker, that is what we're going to do first. Now all of the markers, the 3 on the left, the 3 on the right with the red, you're going to have the same exact shape. But we're going to start on this middle one first. So right here, as you see, we got these 2, 1, 1, 3, and then you're going to come across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 3, 1, 1, and then this 2 here. Alright, so every spot that you have a marker, so these 3 on this side, you're going to do the same shape, and the 3 on this side, you're going to do the same shape. Alright, the only thing you're going to do is this is going to be black. I did it in this because you can't see really, so if I go here, you can't really see this too well. You can't really count it. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to do all of these markers in this color. Alright, now once you've got this arch here on every marker, like I showed you, this is what you should have. Alright? So once you've got that, then grab your choice of glass block. I'm going to use the blue stained glass full blocks only because in this texture pack they're nice and clear. Alright, the only thing, don't use tinted glass because the light will not shine through and it'll be dark inside. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to take this glass and we're going to put it right on this shape like this. Alright, and you're going to carry this same shape all the way down. Fill all that in inside of here all the way down. Now whenever you get to this end right here, see where this very last block is, like this, and then you have this 7. When you get to this very end block, just stop, because we're going to do this little section here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do mine. But just for now, you're going to take this along this way and stop right there and carry that same shape all the way down to there on both ends. Alright, now as you see, I got mine all the way down to where I told you where it would be at. All of it, all the way across. Now, right here is going to be the same thing on both ends. You're just going to mirror it to the other direction. Alright, now I'm going to do it down here. And these glass blocks are going to be hard to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this glowstone. As you see, I've already made one path through here. So you see the glass block here stops right there, like I told you, okay? And then you got your black here, this 7 and this 3 and so on. So you're going to be looking at this glowstone. This glowstone is going to be the glass. I'm only placing the glowstone here, that way you can see where to place the glass at. Because again, the glass is going to be hard to see. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your glass on the inside, right here, and come on across. Alright? And then as you see, it's going to be placed on the inside all the way around, following that same shape. Alright. Again, that'll be glass. Now what you're going to do, because you're going to have this block here open, right here with this glass, you're simply just going to take this on down like that. Okay? That'll close that block up. Now what you're going to do, you're going to bring this in. So all you're going to do is come in like this. Come in again like that. Right here, you're simply going to come on across like that. And then here, you're going to come up. And then you're going to have this here like that. Okay? Because this here is going to kind of arch downwards. So when you get to here, you're going to come down a block like this. Alright? So you're just going to follow that same shape. And I hope that this isn't going to confuse any of you. So this second row is going to be just like this with the glass. Again, the other end will be the same. So when you get this 2 blocks of glass there, again, your glass is here. You're going to go in, you see, with that glass. Hopefully you're able to see what I'm trying to show you here. So you see the edge of that glass is like that. You're going to go down here. You see it comes down. And you're going to arch it this way. Alright? Again, you're going to do the same thing on the other end. Right now, I didn't want to get too far ahead and then you get confused. And I hope that you're able to see what I'm trying to show you here. I know the glass is hard to see. So as you see, we got this going straight on across. And we're going to do the same thing. When you get to right here, you're going to go in a block and down a block. So just like what we've done right here, you're going to do the same thing right here. And then it's going to end up meeting up to right here. Right now, this is what I have on the end here. And yes, again, I hope that you can see this. So right here, as you see, this is 2 blocks tall with that glass there. All the way around the bottom layer is the 2 blocks. And then it's going to come up like this here. Okay? It's pretty easy. It's just kind of hard to see. Alright, so once you've got this one end, you're just simply going to copy that same thing on the other end. Right now, this is what you should have on the other end as well. So make sure that everything is the exact same. Right now, once you've got that all the way down, looking like this, then now make sure whenever you do your restaurants, you got plenty of room. You can go all the way up to the very tip top of this black level here. This is where the ceiling is going to be. So you got plenty of room for that. Alright, now right in here where I showed you where my Japanese restaurant's going to be, I just kind of threw a little idea together and it looks alright for like a grill. I'm going to do a tutorial on that grill if you guys like it enough for that. It'll be way after all of this. Alright, so what you're going to do now is, let's go ahead and come down here and remember that pillar over there that I showed you. Well, we're going to put some more pillars in, and as you see, I got one here and I got more elsewhere. So I'm going to grab the doorite and also the doorite wall, and in the very center of this I have the glowstone. Now glowstone will glow outside of the wall, so it will be hidden light. So what I got here, let's see, let me show you where I'm at. So I'm right here, this first section here, where we got this, alright? Now looking at this opening part right here, alright? What I've done is I got a 3x3 and I went ahead and placed it right in here. 1 block from there, as you see. So I got a 3x3 pillar along the top. And then what I done is I went ahead and put in the middle, glowstone, and then on all four sides I went ahead and put the right wall, having this shape like this. Now the other ones it's going to be a little bit different, but the ones on the very end will be like this. So you're going to have one here, and then you're going to have one on the other end right down there, and we'll get to that one in just a second. So we got a pillar here, which is a little different, and a pillar over here, which is a little different. Alright, so let me show you where I'm at here. So looking straight down, we got this. We're going to look at these little sections in the floor. Alright, so you got that section there, and then you're going to skip this section, and then it'll be the next section. That's where we're going to have the pillar. Okay, now these pillars, these will be a 2x2. So let me bust this open here so you can see what I'm talking about. So this 2x2 right here is going to be dead center of these two blocks here. Okay, so what I done was is I went in right here and done a 2x2. Okay, dead center of that, and then I went ahead and went all the way up to the top. Okay, and then I took these walls and I just went down like this, just to give it a little bit more shape to it. Okay, so I did that all the way around from the ground, or from the floor level, all the way to the very top. Now the very top I went ahead and added these like that, because what we're going to do is we're going to put slabs right in here, and we need the slabs to go up against a full block. If these are up against there, the slab won't look right up against that. So at the very top of this, I'm just going to do this here. Alright, so just like I just done that pillar there, you're going to do the same thing on this pillar right here, and make sure that everything is in line. So this 2x2 will be in line with these two blocks here, everything in line. Okay, so come up here, look straight down, and right here we have this little section here we're going to skip, and then this next section will be right here at this bridge part that's cutting across. Now on this one it's going to be the same thing. So as you see, it's going to be the same shape, 2x2 going up, wall around it, and I'll light everything up later on, but make sure that 2x2 is again in line with these two blocks right there, and again that one right there the same way. Now the very bottom base, that 2x2 is going to be right up against that there, as you see. Alright, now once you've got that one right here in this middle part, let's move on down. So going up, looking straight down, you got this middle section here we're going to skip, and then we have this next one, which we have a pillar right there, and we're going to end up be putting a pillar there, and we'll do that in just a second. So looking straight down again, we've got this another section we're going to skip, and then this section will be at the end. Instead of putting the pillars here on the ends, we're going to put it right here, like kind of like how we done the other end. So this one is going to be the same exact as the first one I showed, which was at the very end. As you see, it's one block away from there, and it's the same exact way with the glowstone in the middle. Alright, so just making sure that you guys got this correct. So this is where I'm at here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go right in here, and we're going to simply put in a pillar here. So again, these two blocks, line them up to here, just simply come straight up like this. Now remember guys, yours doesn't have to be exactly like mine. I'm just showing you inspiration. Alright, so once I've got that, then I'm just going to do this here, just have a little bit of a shape at the top as well. It's coming along like that, And then now I'm just going to go ahead and come up with the wall like this. Also guys, with the stores, you don't have to have all the stores just like mine. You can add or subtract some stores, change some stores around. It's all up to you guys. Add a GameStop or something like that. Alright, so once you've got that there, then you're going to have a slab of choice. And that slab of choice is going to go right here along this bottom side of here. Just to cover that up, because I don't want this top, I don't like that top being the same look as the floor like this. So I'm going to find a half slab. It's going to go right here, and you're going to cover that entire bottom side of that flooring up. Right now I'm going to end up using the smooth quartz slab. Now this here, I know there's going to be a lot of white in this building, but this is going to look pretty sweet like that. Now up under on this underside of here, I'm not going to place this here. I'll place something else along that bottom side of that. But everywhere that you got this bone floor or whatever floor that you used up top, the same as what you used here, you're just going to cover up that underside of that with this slab. Now yes, this is going to take some time because it goes all through all right here. So all of this you're going to fill in the underside, cover all this up. And also remember, when you go to do the stores in here, I'll use this store for example. So this ceiling, remember, put in your ceiling. All these ceilings like this floor here from above does not need to be that. So remember guys, use a different slab or different block for your ceilings all in here, and cover all this up as well. So you see like this for example, the underside of this McDonald's, I don't want that showing, so I'm just going to cover all that up. So you're going to do that to the entire underside of all of this. Right now on the underside of this block here, I'm going to use the acacia trapdoors. If you don't have a black trapdoor, then you just use a half slab of choice. But I'm going to use that trapdoor on the underside of that all the way around, all the way down. Right now I've just done this small section here just to show you what I'm talking about. So the underside of that block, as you see, I have that slab, and then I have that trapdoor on the underside of that, and yes, that'll go along the entire bottom side of this top floor. Now something else that I need to show you guys. So if you open your chat up and you type in at the bottom / give at self light block, and type it just like how you see right there, and then you're going to enter that, and it's going to give you this here. So once you have that in your hand, you can see them scattered around. If you take it out of your hand, you cannot see them. So as long as you have them, you can see where they're at. Now if you don't know what this is a light block. Now all this here, if it's really dark in your building and you don't want to light it up with anything, use this. You see, this lights it up and you can't see it. Alright, so that's what I've been using there. Well, you see how we done this pillar right here. We're gonna need a pillar over here in this area as well. So let's come up here and look kind of straight down right here. Now yours doesn't have to be exactly positioned where mine is, just eyeball it right in here somewhere. That seems about right. I'm not even going to bother with it. So right in here, that's where I'm going to have mine. So go ahead and put your pillar in right there somewheres. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to use this store right here for an example. So you see this store, you see how it jets out a block right here. It's not completely flat looking, you see. So whenever you do your stores, and you got this line right here, just use this line as a general location. It doesn't have to be completely flat. So when you do your stores, you can go out a block or in a block. Have some shape to your stores. They don't have to be completely flat. So have fun with it, be creative, and do something of that sort. Now up here, you've got plenty of room for your restaurants to go straight up. Right here where this black line is, this is where the rooftop is going to be, and it should be lined straight up with this rooftop here, okay? So you got plenty of room for that. Alright, now remember, you can fill in the entire roof when you want to, but it might be dark in here, so you're going to have to use the light block or other blocks that you want to use, because it's going to be pretty dark. So fill in all of this whenever you want to do that. No hurry on that. Now, right down here, as you see, the Build-A-Bear is still looks the same as what I showed you. I hope that this is very helpful for you guys, and I hope that you guys like this build series. Let me know in the comments. Now right here where we have this line here is going to go straight down, okay? This is going to be wasted space, and that's okay because there's plenty enough room inside the mall anyway. If you guys figure out what you're going to do to this, go ahead and let me know in the comments. But right here will be a broiler room or electrical room of some sorts, and all of this other will just be filled straight in. Again, guys, please let me know in the comments what you think of this series, and I hope that you all like it so far. Please, guys, leave a like if you do like it, leave a comment, and remember, part 10, most of this will be done, but not all of it. It'll just be more like an update. Now, whenever the entire mall is completely done, I will do a showcase at the very end when it's completely done, and that'll be probably a month or two from now. Just give me some time to finish it all up. That's going to be the end of this video. I hope that you all like it so far. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in part 10.